The Watkins Glen International Raceway is the site for this round of the iRacing IMSA Sportscar Championship here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. This is a new series for us, and I welcome everybody in from around the world watching us, and thank you for joining us here on Apex Racing TV. Andrew Woodhouse with you, and joined by Adam Bath and iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson. Alex, I'll bring you in first, my friend. I know you love this place, and tell everybody at home exactly why you're thinking this is going to be a great race.
Yeah, what a fantastic circuit for us to start off our coverage of the IMSA series. Watkins, great for overtaking. Going to be lots of great moves going on today. 3 great classes. I'm hoping for 3 great races really. As I said, we were just going out on a different video just a moment ago, which is why we're a bit late into the session, if you're wondering. Way to kick things off. Apex Racing TV style with technical glitches. That's what we're all about here. So, we'll get up to speed with the series over the next sort of 10 weeks and so. But yeah, if you've got any feedback for us, then don't hesitate to post in the YouTube chat. Let us know ins and outs. Obviously, you guys probably know the series a lot better than we do. So we want to know everything. So tell us.
Adam, I'll let you come in there, mate, for a second before we start the formation lap. 3 different classes here should provide some really interesting racing as well.
Yeah, we've got the Daytona prototypes, which is something that I don't think any of us have ever covered before, and I think none of us have ever actually raced in. So it should be interesting to watch those, and of course the ever familiar GT3 cars that we've got present in the field today. Very slippery under Cole's tyres, which we saw yesterday in the Sim Racers Asia race, if you were watching on Apex Racing TV. So we'll see how they get accustomed to that in the early stages of the race. And yeah, there should be plenty of battles to watch throughout the fields. We've got plenty of classes to keep our eyes on. We've got the Daytona prototypes, of course, along with the GT3 German category and the Rough C-Spec, which is a separate class to the GT3 cars. So should be an interesting 45-minute race.
Alex, there should be 1 pit stop here for most of these drivers, especially in the GT3 category here tonight. But it's about getting to that first pit stop, isn't it? You have to survive lap 1 here at Watkins. That's the golden rule.
Yeah, you know what lap 1's like here, and if ever there's a crash, I go on about it enough, don't I? In the the BSR Pro Series. Any of you have watched that race, you'll know I like to have a moan in that series, especially in lap 1 here, because the Armco is just going to filter the traffic back in towards each other if there's an accident, and the carnage is gonna follow. So let's just hope for a nice clear lap 1. And what's great to see already is that the pack has given themselves some space in the different classes as well. So at least there will be some time to check up if there is chaos.
Shouldn't be any quarter panels, Alex, for you.
Well, no quarter panels. I should be all right.
That's the key to endurance racing, I suppose, is that giving the classes a bit of time to bit of a chance to spread out on the formation lap. Safety car is leading them round, and we're all very excited to be bringing this to you. First time we've ever broadcast the IMSA series at all. So, like Alex said, if we're doing anything wrong, let us know. If you want to give us some information, let us know on the chat, and we'll see what we can do.
Let's take a look at the grid.
Yeah, why not?
Well, we've got a reasonable time to go through it all, so let's start. Michael Colombo is on the pole position for the race. Simone Maria Marcheno, I think, is starting in 2nd place. 3rd is Carlo Labate, with Marco Argiacono, I think, in 4th place. David Weiss in 5th. Dirk Reinhardt in 6th. 7th, Carl Jansen. 8th is Jake Robson. Manuel Huen in 9th. And Ben Gregory in 10th. Alex Ellis in 11th, and 12th is Martin Blaise. Then we're into the GT3 German category, and it's Timo Leivenen in 13th, or 1st in that category. 2nd is Kimmo Suominen, with Nathan Sharpner in 3rd. 4th, Marco Abati, with Hayden Burns in 4th. 5th, Juan Marine. 6th, Thomas Tatari. Kind of Bassel in 6th place in that category, is that? And 8th. Well, my numbers, dear me. 9th is Juan Iglesias. 10th is Doman Gantar. And 11th in that category is Robert Podgorny. And then in the roofs, first on the grid in that category is Manuel Sanchez. 2nd, Timo Escola. 3rd, Antti Salminen. 4th, Sven Kammertz. 5th is Nikolai Korotin. 6th, Krista de Ridder. 7th, Jorg Gruber. And then 8th at the back, it is Guy Jard.
Excellent. So
I've spotted one thing that needs fixing. The grid is still overall position rather than class position, so we'll get that updated for next week. Yeah, we haven't got the finalised overlay, so that'll be coming a bit later on, I think. So we're just sort of running our older one for now. So just Gary rigged it for a bit of multi-class.
Yep. Again, technical glitches, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there for you. Right. So just a couple of corners then before we can wave the green flag and send this field underway. 31 cars taking part here at Watkins Glen, and we're looking forward to seeing what should be a really excellent race here at one of the best tracks in North America. Pace car pulls away,
Green, green, green.
and the green flag flies for Michael Colombo.
Yeah, good
Look
start.
at this, 3 wide already.
And that's
Colombo.
Labasi around the outside. He's off, but he's going to come back on in second.
Colombo's wide.
Good start for the GT3s as well. No issues there going through turn 1. Let's see how the C-Specs are doing. Looks all good as well. No issues. There was a bit of banging in the prototype class, but actually everything looks okay. Yeah, and here come the C-Specs. So good start for them. No
C-Specs
issues.
into turn 1. Manuel Sanchez leading that field through. So 8 C-Specs, 11 GT3s, and 12 Daytona prototypes. And look at this. Carlo Labati under pressure from Michael Colombo. We're seeing lovely racing on this first lap. In third is Marceno. And
Colombo
that's a
got a
problem.
slowdown
It's a problem for Colombo.
Yeah, he's lost 6 positions. He's down to 7th now. He's going to be about to lose another position.
He's going to be at the back of this class. The slowdown on the first lap, Alex. It's an absolute killer. It doesn't matter which category and which series you're in, because it takes an eternity to serve it.
That's my other pet peeve. You'll soon figure that out, that I'll start to moan that iRacing penalise drivers too much for a slowdown that first lap, and Colombo all the way down to 8th place as I look on my timing screen right now. GT3s, they're pretty much single file. Little battle going off between Canab Basel, having a little look on Thomas there, but nothing going there. And didn't we have Canna in a race just earlier on?
We did,
didn't we? Yeah.
He was in the iRacing Grand Prix series. Mixed fortunes there, but a decent run nevertheless. As one of the Audis trying to make a move there, but
that was Gantar trying to get past Juan Iglesias into the penultimate corner. Now he's having to come under pressure from Robert Podgorny at the back of that GT3 German category. Across the line to complete the first lap. Marco Argicono in 7th place has had a few issues in the DP category at the end of the first lap. Don't know what happened to him, but he's just lost a few positions. In fact, he's going very slowly.
Got
down the
suspension
back
damage, I think, Adam. Got suspension damage, he's pulling off. And that's the end of his race, it looks like. What's happened to Marco here? Going very slowly.
I just have a little check back to see if we can see something, because I certainly haven't. No, it's already happened from here. That's one more.
He's just struggling with, he's struggling massively with the steering. So,
I mean, he did get a little knock. Well, certainly someone got a little knock in turn 1 on the very first lap, and I wonder if that's what it was.
Jake Robson's out already as well in the Corvette. So problems for a few of this prototype field so far. Doesn't look like anybody else has bit the dust on the first lap. In fact, everybody, the other 2 classes looking really, really good. Evening is leading the GT3s in the Mercedes, and it's the Audi of Suominen, and Schartner in 3rd. That's the Mercedes there.
And Nathan, no slouch. E-Minex. Expect him to do extremely well. Be putting the pressure on. Timo, obviously, his teammate ahead.
Michael Colombo is into the pits.
Aki Giacono has got going again, Adam, and
having to fight his way through the traffic, isn't he?
I'm not exactly sure what's happened to him, because he just got going, and he's got the majority of the GT3 field ahead of him. Let's look at the C-Specs. The lead for Manuel Sanchez, Alex, at the moment. 2 seconds. He's got a good start. We said that was important, and now he's just got to try and build on it, conserve the tyres, and see how he goes on for this 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Just slowly pulling away, 1.6 seconds. Let's have a look at the difference. Actually, Timo slightly quicker that lap, reeled him back in about a tenth and a half, so a 52.0 compared to a 52.2. So it's not over and done with. If Timo can just pick up that draft again, you know, he might be able to catch back on. Still a long way to go. And yeah, Manuel, you know, looking good right now, but obviously a clear track ahead of him. But it's not going to be too long before, you know, we start to see the prototypes coming up, and you know, it's all about traffic management. Then, you know, how quickly can you let those guys go, and you know, without having to slow you down at all. So yeah, lots of time for things to change around. Nathan looking particularly close right now to Chemo here, though, so I would think if there's going to be a move come, it could be here.
Oh,
yeah, an emerging battle between Mercedes and Audi.
We've got another car into the pits in the DP category, so this is the second one to come in. We had the pole sitter in a lap ago. We've now got Carl Janssen coming in. So interesting strategies, if these are strategies, Alex.
That's not a strategy.
He's got a lot of damage on the front of his DP. I've just realised. So. Second DP into the pits. The pole sitter was in a lap ago. We've got another car in already, so a lot of damage occurring here.
He got 2 wheels on the grass. Alex, the uphill right-hander leading into the sort of the toe of the boot section, and into the inside wall. We mentioned many times here that there's no runoff area here at Watkins Glen really to speak of, and he paid the price for that. Carl Janssen potentially out of the race, if not with severe damage.
Good battle. Sorry, guys. I thought it was a battle, but obviously multi-classing going on at the moment. Marco just working his way back through. Just saw the 0-0 on the time counter there and jumped straight to it. So, but he's back up to full pace and just working his way through the field. And Nathan having to let him go. And,
look at that extra downforce of that Daytona prototype. Although he's taking some risks now, Marco. I'm not sure why he had to stop on the first lap, but well. You know, maybe the call of nature. I'm not sure.
The jump start or something like that. You know, did we miss that? It didn't look like there was anything untowards on the start. So
he stopped. He stopped out on the track, though, didn't he? And
he was just going very, very slow. Yeah.
And he lost 33 seconds. So we're not really sure exactly what's gone on. But rapidly, this field of Daytona prototypes is thinning out somewhat as Carlo Labate goes wide at turn 1. But that is a normal practice here at Watkins Glen.
Battle going on between Martin Blythe, and that is Alex Ellis. Up the inside goes Ellis, and that is a relatively straightforward pass for position there. Ellis up to 6th.
Yeah, gave him a nice bit of space there.
And
there's a nice battle going on in the rough C-Spec category with Timo Escola just having Antti Salminen for company. This is going to be interesting to see how these roughs do, because of course as the slowest car in the race, Alex, it's all about traffic management for them, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, and give it, I think, maybe a lap and a half, and they're going to start to have the pack come flying through from there on out. It's it's all about managing that, and you know, for them, they try and lose as little time as possible, letting drivers go, and they want to stay on the line as much as possible. The age-old thing of just stay on your line, so everybody knows what you're doing.
Yep.
It's the best thing for them to do.
Krista Derida's all over the back of Sven Kammertz, Adam. This is for 25th place. And that's 4th place in the category.
Yeah, 4th place in the category. Just trying to scroll through to get to that. Yeah, going through the S's. These two, Krista Derida's gained 3 positions from his original starting spot, and Sven 2 positions. Of course, this is mainly due to retirements or problems for the DP guys.
Good slipstream here.
Oh, he's got to, surely. Oh, he lifts out of it. I'm surprised. I thought he had enough of a run there to get, well and truly alongside going into the bus stop.
Of course.
Amazing how the bus stop reduces the overtaking opportunity into the carousel, isn't it?
Yeah, we always see how good the slipstream is down that back straight in a Kia Optima, but with the extra horsepower in these roof C specs, we're seeing it being used in even fuller effect here in this IMSA sports car race. But yeah, that bus stop chicane takes a few extra meters out of a straight line of the back straight going into the carousel, so it almost hinders you really.
Starting to look a little bit tasty up front, guys, as well. Labate coming under a bit of pressure now, just 0.2 of a second.
In fact, he's letting his teammate through there. I believe that is.
Oh, how disappointing. We want some racing out there. we don't want teammates.
How dare they work together?
Yeah, exactly. Have at it. Come on, knock each other off. No, I mean, yeah, good racing.
They're already coming up to lap some of the roofs. That is Guy Giard.
Yep. Qualified last, the Giard. And this is what Alex means. It's a good illustration there. Giard staying on his line and not making it too difficult for these Daytona prototypes, because any sudden movements, Alex, with that differential of speed is really dangerous. We've seen it at Le Mans before. It can be almost a disaster, really. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, do something unexpected. You know, if you're going to give them the racing line, then do it nice and early. That's the key thing. Just be predictable. Don't do any last minute changes to the inside, because that will just usually end in death for both of you.
Flying car, yeah. Here comes.
Been plenty of those in the past here.
Here comes Labate again.
Yeah, he's braking. He's got no intentions of going past his teammates. No. So I don't know why he's quite slowed down and let him go. But yeah, they're working their way through the pack now.
A bit quicker at this phase of the race, I think. But this is the first. This is the first test for the leaders and for the back markers, Adam. And it's quite. It's always a thing in endurance racing when you've let the leaders through for the first time, you do feel a bit of a sense of accomplishment, because you've survived that potential mousetrap.
The leaders coming up to that battle that we were looking at just a moment ago, and they're still hard at it as well. Could be an opportunity for
yeah, De Ridder has gone through there.
You're going to look at the inside into the second part of the boot, and both of them are able to get through. And another thing is also you get past the traffic and then you come back up to the car in front, and it's almost very easy to run into the back of him. And Carlo Labate, of course, very close to his teammate. Thankfully they don't get involved in any contact there, but yeah, they've started to negotiate the traffic reasonably well. Michael Colombo's slowly working his way back through the pack after an early pit stop. Was in there for 20 seconds. In the pit lane altogether 43 seconds. He's now 13th overall, 10th in class.
His one and only stop then, you would imagine.
I hear some contact out there, guys. Not sure where it is. Not seeing anything on the timing screen, no one going slow, but I did hear something. Just having a little look at this battle for this is for not sure. Actually, no, totally lost.
Tell you what, Alice, this Daytona prototype makes a lovely sound. If you go on board with its drivers, you can really hear it growling. It's got a lot of downforce as well. Look, it can just sweep straight around the outside of the carousel.
Yeah, I mean, the members were asking for a long time to get an update, and I think they got delivered with a good car. It's just I seen we put the announcement out that we were going to cover this series, and there's a lot of hashtags, IMSA great again and all this kind of stuff. So it definitely looks like there's a lot of drivers really keen to try and push this series out there, and I guess struggling a little bit. The cars that are popular at the moment, the Blancpain, extremely popular, Formula Renault, extremely popular as well. Take an awful lot of the participation on the roadside from other series. They just sort of scratch around looking for people. But 3 splits today, that was good to see.
Yeah, 3 splits of 30 drivers. And on board with Carlo Labate, you can just see how the ebb and flow goes in this Daytona prototype. Adam is not really making massive headway on Marcheno.
Labate?
Yeah.
Sorry, looking at the timing screen, I was miles away. Yeah, they're lapping reasonably close together. 1:49.32 last time around for Marcheno, 1:40.896. Only a few hundredths of a second in it between those guys. We have to expect they're just really working together to manage the gap to David Weiss, who's behind. He's lapping just a tenth of a second slower than these two. Commanding things pretty easily at the front, and you can do this when your teammates. We saw in the Sim Racers Asia GT3 race yesterday, Trick Racing, they did a fantastic job at the front commanding the race there, and they took an easy 1-2, lapping pretty much the entire field on the way to victory. So I don't think we'll see that level of dominance here, but they're doing a pretty good job in this opening race.
But they can. One of the advantages is they can cooperate with each other, though, can't they? And I think that's
they can coordinate the strategy as well.
And they can tell each other about the traffic and, you know, all these sort of things. It's tiny advantages, Alex, really, that really build up over okay, we say endurance race, it's 45 minutes. It's not exactly an endurance race, but multi-class race, it builds up, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think you know, when you're there with your teammate, Connor's in a good position, you know, but when you're running around with your teammate here, it's they're obviously chatting together as well, so they'll be fully aware of what's going on out there. They are quicker than David, just behind. David did close up a little bit for a short time when they were going through the traffic, so let's see what happens when they reach the GT3 field, because that'll be a little bit tougher to negotiate.
Well, it's a 1-2 as well for IMSA Racing at the front of the GT3 category. Timo Even and Nathan Shartner. Looked like Shartner was challenging his teammate really earlier on, but
interestingly as well, the class position that is being thrown up right now as well in the GT3s, it's trying to separate all of the cars into separate classes on my screen, which doesn't help life. So I just wonder if you can give us a quick rundown of the GT3 order so everybody's aware.
It's a Timo with Even and leads the GT3 German category. Nathan Shartner in second. Third is Kimmo Swimmernen with Marco Abasi in fourth. Fifth, Hayden Burns. Juan Marin in sixth. Seventh, Kanna Basel. Eighth, Thomas Tartari. Ninth, Juan Iglesias. 10th is Damon Gantar. 11th is Robert Bagorni.
you've got Basel coming under a bit of pressure, Alex, from Tartari in the BMW.
Always good to see a BMW there.
Yep. And you know, it's a difficult track for the BMW, this, isn't it, Alex? Because straight line speed is at a premium for them.
Yeah, it's 6 of one and half dozen the other, because the thing is through that infield section, you know, you need a lot of downforce. You know, if you can carry more speed through those corners, then you're still going to be pretty quick. But you're right, ultimately through this section right now, you know, it's not the car to be in. And, you know, even with the slipstream of the car ahead, it just cannot keep up. So, you know, Kanna should be alright, should be able to defend this position. No problem. He's 6.2 seconds behind Juan ahead of him, so it's he just needs to see if he can close that gap back down. I mean, the lap time difference is not a lot between them right now.
No, not at all. Iglesias is in the Mercedes behind them, and then the Audi of Dom and Gantar.
Battle for second place starting to get a bit interesting in the C-specs as well. Timo just yeah, better lap time the last one, but some 4/10 slower this time. So yeah, Antti just yeah, looking good right now.
Last time around, yeah, Scola 152.3, 151.9 for Salmonen. We've got some position changes going on in the DP category. Helps, of course, by Ben Gregory making a visit to the pits, and a battle going on between Alex Ellis and the car of
Alex Ellis is on his own.
Ellis is on his own, but yeah, there was a position change, I think mainly because of Ben Gregory visiting the pits, and with just under half an hour to go in the race, could that be a strategy call? Hitting early, clear air, track position? I
don't think so.
Possibly,
Ben made a little mistake earlier on. I noticed it on my timing screen where he had a little spin and lost a lot of time, so I think he's you know, just getting in, doing his stop, and you know, he'll be back out and on his way, but I don't think there's any strategy going on or anything like that at the moment.
So Gregory, that Apex Racing Academy car, gonna make his way through.
Well, this roof battle then, if we go back to it, looks let's continue.
I was going to say this is the first time in a while I've seen Ben Gregory with all the panels straight on his car, but the side isn't very straight on that DP, so
And pitting early, you've then got this disadvantage of having to work your way through the GT3 cars, and
exactly.
they're not going to give you the positions back because these are actual positions.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to make you work for them, definitely. There is enough of a speed difference for the DPs to negotiate the GT3s fairly easily, but still, they're not obliged to give you these places.
I've had a change for position for third. David Weiss has lost out to Dirk Reinhardt. I don't know whereabouts on the track that was, but
Must have been a mistake by Weiss.
Fairly recently as well. Let's see if we can pick that up on replay.
Oh, it must have been a slowdown for David Weiss because he pulled to the side down the main straight, and Dirk Reinhardt through easily. Unless he just let him through, but I'm not sure why he would let him through. It looked like he was comfortably in charge of that situation, but evidently not.
Wasn't a bad lap last time around for Weiss. He only did a 1:45, which was just 0.6 of a second slower than Reinhardt. So
now look at there's a battle going on here, a real multi-class scrap here because Ben Gregory's trying to come through, but just behind him you've got Hayden Burns in the BMW, and you've got Juan Marin. It was a lot closer actually. It was only 1 second behind Hayden Burns at the timing line. But now after the negotiation of traffic, about another second behind now.
Yeah, Hayden obviously leading the way. Lead driver with the BMWs out there right now, but yeah, sitting we'll see 5th place overall in class, so doing a good job. And lapping slightly quicker than Marco ahead of him as well, so got every opportunity to close up. And, the top 3 are scampering away slowly but surely though, lapping about half a second a lap faster, so they look very, very good out there.
Martino and Labate just controlling the race.
Van Kammertz has had a spin. He was just behind Krista de Ridder, but it was going through the back section of the boot and trying to put the power down. The roof just loops around on him, and I don't think he picked up any contact on his rejoin on the track, but yeah, that's definitely put him in the wars there for Sven Kammertz.
He's got a bit of front right damage as well, and he almost hit the wall there on the way on the straight as he's getting lapped by an Audi of Kimmo Suominen.
We see if there's any team orders going on INEX at the moment, because Nathan's beginning to get a little closer to Timo at the front of the GT3 category here. To feel any minute now, we'd be in a position to maybe have a look.
We will see whether there is anything afoot here. Nathan Shartner has looked a little bit quicker than his teammate throughout this race. He was 0.2 of a second quicker that last time round, but no, that's been fairly consistent as well throughout the race. They haven't really got any pressure from behind at the moment. Kimmo Suominen 4 seconds behind, and then you've got Marco Abate about another about 6 seconds behind him. So plain sailing for these two Mercedes AMGs.
Yeah, it is. Marco Archidiacono just getting past some of the GT3 traffic after making his first pit stop of the race.
I know Alex is there thinking, I'm glad I don't have to try and pronounce that name.
You read my mind. I was trying to do it in my head. I'm sorry.
Took me a few goes, that did as well.
Yeah.
Marceno, well, the leader, making his way through the GT3s now, so slightly faster traffic for the Corvettes to deal with. And that's Canabasso, who's been usurped there. So
Reef coming into the pits, Van Kammertz. I don't know whether that's a result of damage that he picked up earlier. And we've got a DP coming in as well. In come the leaders.
He might have cooked his tyres as the leaders are in, yep.
Both of them. Top 3 are in. So we've got Simone, top 4 are in. This looks like a lap for the DPs. Simone Marceno in, Carlo Labate in, Dirk Reinhardt in, and David Weiss in.
Have a race on pit road then.
So American there. That's full on American racing, isn't it?
Well, it is, but that's what we've got.
Yeah, who's going to win the race off pit road, as they say?
The pit battle.
I haven't got
Labate.
my pit lane exit camera sorted with the plus and
Oh,
minus.
Martino's away. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
8.8 seconds.
Really
Yeah.
quick stop, and
Very
also a
quick.
good stop for Dirk Reinhardt. So he's taken over David Weiss there, and he's overtaken that third place.
So
Really
the time,
close to Carlo too. Sorry, Adam. To
Yeah.
cut you off there.
Marciano did an 8.8, Dirk Reinhardt 9.9, Labate did a 10.3, and the slowest time was David Weiss, 11.4 seconds.
Just seeing if there's looking for a battle that's going on. Antti Salmon and Timo Escola in the roughs, still going hammer and tongs at this.
Two best battles on the racetrack right next to each other at the moment, actually, because the two GT3s are coming up behind them as well.
Yeah, the Mercedes battle, the rough battle. Into the pits comes Escola. Sorry, Sanchez is.
That was
No,
sensible driving,
sorry,
actually.
Salmonen. Sorry, I'm talking rubbish.
Yeah, I think that was sensible driving, actually, because he's about to lose some time, just letting both of the GT3s through, the Onyx guys, and those Mercedes AMGs. He hasn't had to do that.
I wonder if
Hayden
there's going to be a
Bernstein.
move anytime soon. Adam, what do you think?
In which battle?
In the Mercedes battle.
Yeah, it looks close, doesn't it? Very close, really. Coming out of the S's. Timo even just ahead. Lap times last time around, 1:45.8, 1:45.6, and it was Shartner, the car behind it, was the quicker one. They've got Ben Gregory coming up behind in the Daytona prototype. It's made his pit stop early.
That Mercedes really looks settled out there, Alex, doesn't it? It looks like it's giving the drivers exactly what they need out there.
Yeah, exactly. Manuel also coming in to serve to get his pit stop. Alex Ellis as well, he's in.
That's all the Daytona prototype's done, I believe.
Yeah, will be. So only two of the GT3s in, so that's really going to be the next interesting spot. Still, this battle between Canna and Thomas continues. They're at 0.7 of a second between them. Thomas just really struggling, just that BMW just not giving him the straight line speed that he needs to just get close enough to make a move.
Oh, and look at this now. Dirk Reinhardt is right with Labate. Labate was held up through the bus stop chicane by the traffic. It really worked out well for both Simone Marciano and Dirk Reinhardt. Worked out beautifully for both of them. But Reinhardt now, he's looking to put some pressure on the Italian Labate. Alex, Labate is someone who you raced against many times. He's a very solid driver and he doesn't make that many mistakes.
Very, very quick driver. Just and you're right with the not making mistakes. Just in my mind, comes to a particular race, the IndyCar at Barber Motorsport. Myself, Carlo, and
Nassi.
I believe, Miko Nassi, GT3 leaders into the pits. We'll see. Does either one of those jump? No, they continue exactly how they are. So we'll go back to that bell. But yeah, us three. That track is just so near on impossible to overtake, and not a single mistake out of all three of us all race long, and there was less than a second separated us the whole race. Fantastic race. Just gutted that I was third. I couldn't get by. There's just nothing I could do. Carly didn't make a single mistake. He had a few looks, and every time he had a look, he made sure he always covered the position off as well. So, yeah, very, very strong driver, and we always see him towards the front of whatever car, and series he runs in.
It's good to see Canna Bassol doing quite well as well out there. After he had quite a decent run in the McLaren earlier, didn't he? But he was in that very tightly contested midfield section, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's never easy. And again, around the carousel.
Very nice livery on that Mercedes, I must add.
Yeah, both Dirk and Carlo go through, so now Dirk's looking strong right now, slightly quicker lap last time and quicker than the leader as well, so picking up the pace slowly but surely, and looks like he's the strongest car out there right now.
Still only the one retirement, Adam, that's Jake Robson. We saw Kyle Jansen going through the pit lane earlier on. He's recovered, he's only one lap down, which I'm a little surprised that he got out so quickly, but good work by that team.
Yeah, it looks like the parts are pretty easily replaceable on these Daytona prototypes. doesn't he spend a lot less time in the pits than a blooming Kia Optima, can tell you that.
This is it.
Last two GT3 cars, I think, are into the pits. Kimo Suominen and Marco Abati are in.
Are indeed. So the two Inex cars will make it through. Just getting word in my ear as well, or as per on the chat, that Dimo was so close to getting a penalty. He actually was speeding as he crossed the pit line and pit speed cones area there, but managed to scrub enough speed off quick enough to forego getting a penalty. So pushing to the limits. You know, he's not trying to. He's not taking it easy out there. So. Yeah, Nathan really, making him push to every last little bit that he's got.
Marcheno has lapped Suominen, Ilvonen and Schartner now. So officially, the GT3, the net leaders, have gone a lap down. Kimo Suominen carries on in the Audi. Oh, sorry, he doesn't, does he? He's now behind.
No,
he's just made his stop. Sorry,
yeah, he's in as well. Unfortunately, the pit stop kind of ruined just of the battles in the C-Spec class as well.
Yeah.
Very much separated out now. So Manuel leads the way from Timo, but that's 6.3 seconds between them right now. Just see Manuel disappearing through the penultimate corner just as we switched over there, and then Antti in third, but. We still obviously got a couple of the C-Specs to make a pit stop as well, so 3 of them haven't. So Manuel, Timo, and Guy there are yet to pit.
We mentioned.
This looks busy.
And that might be why. Then I was going to say we mentioned Gijar earlier on, and he has moved up throughout the race here. But yeah, if he hasn't pitted, that might explain actually why he's a slightly inflated position at the moment. Labate looks like he's shaking off the attentions of Reinhard as well, so that's 1.1 seconds between them and growing by the minute.
Yeah, it seems to get through the two
helped by the
GT3
traffic.
leaders a lot quicker there.
Juan Marine and Hayden Burns, those positions just changed on my timing screen there. Yeah, they are very close.
That would
so
be
we've got a battle here.
That would be because they're nearly side by side. BMW versus Mercedes. See which German mark can get the better of this one then, as the BMW has got a great run, Juan Marine, but as Alex said, the horsepower disadvantage.
Oh dear, this is close.
This could be interesting.
This is very interesting.
Into the bus stop, and that's I'm not sure who that is in the DP there.
Good
Michael
driving all
Colombo.
round though.
Colombo, yep, it's our pole sitter. How's he running at the moment? Well, 140.86, about half a second slower than the leaders. So Colombo is recovering, but not at the rate maybe he would like. And that's hampered his progress a little bit once again. But just the nature of multi-class racing. You've got Hayden Burns, Mad Cow Racing. Quite a prominent GT3 team. We've seen them in a lot of endurance events, Alex, in the past.
Yeah. Sorry, just looking at some. There was some chat just going on. Apparently, Hayden got hit in the final corner by a DP. So, not sure who that was or where that was as well. So I don't know where it was, but yeah, I wonder if that was the if that was in fact Colombo that did that. So.
I don't know if you can pick this up as well on Hayden's car. I've never noticed it before, but it says Moo Power instead of M Power on the back.
Yes, he did get hit by a DP.
very
I was
good.
just looking back at it. It was Alex Ellis that hit him.
Oh, it's Ellis.
But he didn't get too much damage. He didn't hit any wall. He just got hit behind and went for a quick trip through the gravel trap.
That explains the front left of Alex Ellis's car then.
Unfortunately, the Moo Power is not doing enough either, is it? So the
No, it
M Power
needs
and the
more
Moo Power
cows.
are just not enough. Yeah, you're right.
Needs more cow
cows.
power.
He got
Where's the-
mullered.
where's
He
the
got
beef?
mullered. He got mullered in the final corner. there.
Oh, dear, it comes.
dear. Where's the beef? Where is it? Hayden Burns. Hayden Burns and Juan Marin. And it looks like the advantage is with Burns. He's the quicker driver out there at the moment, but the car just not giving him exactly what he needs out there.
Look at that through the chute though. You can see the advantage that BMW has. This is where he's got to make a move somewhere around here. He's got to, get a really good, exit out of the chute and just shove one in going into the toe. Obviously, carries the extra speed through there, but from the exit of the toe, it's all back in the Mercedes' favour because the uphill section, just the power just pulls it away again, and I think that's really where his best opportunity is going to do it. He's just he's got to forget the going into the bus stop. It's not going to happen there. Maybe work the traffic here.
This is where you've got to be super clever. Just set up the car in front. But it's a nice run by Juan Marin through there, and he's not going to allow Hayden Burns the chance. Alex, how frustrating is it? It seems like it's a really straightforward answer, but how frustrating is it when you're driving well, you're quicker than the guy in front, you just do not have the straight line speed?
No, it's the worst thing ever. It really is. You just sat behind, you just can't do nothing. You're quicker. You just sat there. You come on there and you see that car just disappearing into the distance, and it's just soul destroying.
Once, if the BMW's on a very, very long straight, it can pick up the slipstream and it can close in. I was just looking at the top speeds there, and the BMW was quicker down the straight in the slipstream, but it was, but he's got to try and follow the Corvette through here.
Good
on
exit.
The inside.
So he needs
to go up the inside into the next right.
Yeah, take a move, have a look.
Oh, he's going to set him up though. You've got that new tarmac that you can use. You can fire it out of here into the hill section.
Good on the exit.
Mercedes just squirmed around under acceleration. He picks up the slipstream. He is closing Hayden Burns. And not quite enough, but he's gone in deep, the Mercedes. Marin struggling. Burns surely this time. Down the inside. And the cow is through, but the straight line speed might come to haunt him here.
Yeah.
Good move.
Will he hold on to this? This is going to be the thing. Needs to nail this final corner and down into turn one as well. Use all that exit runoff area. We see people use it all the time, and he needs to use absolutely every last little millimeter of it right now. And there's a car. Oh, this could be his saving grace.
Oh,
because,
there it is.
Perfect timing for him there, for Hayden Burns.
Now, can Marin pick up the slipstream of the DP and try and take his own advantage further on down the course? It's going to be difficult. He may have a double slipstream effect here.
That was enough, I think. It just slowed him up enough, and straight into the slipstream as well for Hayden. So he's going to hold on to this now. He needs to just absolute pedal to the metal, pull away this lap,
so this
give himself a 6 or 7 tenths of a second advantage, and he should be able to hold on now.
So now the shoe's on the other foot.
Guys, we've missed a change for the lead in the GT3s.
In the GT3s, yeah. Timo Ivinen has lost the lead, has he? Yes, to Nathan Shartner. And the gaps.
What's that?
It must have happened literally just now. I don't know whether. Yeah, it's a mistake. It was a mistake for Timo Ivinen, I do believe. It was going through the back section of the boot. Or it might have just been a.
Shartner's gone round the outside,
and has taken some aero off the Mercedes, and that's brilliant.
That's fantastic driving. Alex, have you seen the replay there?
Yeah, we're just sort of seeing a bit of the aftermath of it now. I'll take another look at it, actually, because the camera angle was.
It's worth it.
Was not the best.
It's probably the most spectacular move we've seen all day.
Wow. Yeah, very good move.
Oh, all sorts going on there.
Dartner's pulled quite a bit of an advantage now.
And again, the camera gives us the same shot, but we see it the same.
Oh, it's worth a look. Keep looking. It's worth a look. Brilliant move, actually, by Shartner. Wonderful. On the grass and everything, he's going to feel so good in that cockpit.
I'm sure he wouldn't have been feeling good when that happened.
No.
But once he came out the other side... yeah, it's a fantastic move.
Did we see it?
Yeah, it was just a little wiggle as well for Timu. And, yeah, around the outside, nice.
Really nice move that was. Everybody's just separated by a few. Oh, hello, there's something going on there. What's that? Somebody went into a hell of a lot of dust. Oh, it was Carlo Labate nearly lost it. Nearly the end of his race, he had to brake, and it was a lock-up. That's what the smoke was that I saw out the corner of my eye.
Again, we've got 5 minutes to go. Adam, can you just give us a quick rundown of the standings as I bring them up on screen?
Okay, so Simone Macheno leading Carlo Labate by 5 and a bit seconds. Dirk Reinhardt's in third, up 3 positions. David Weiss fourth. Alex Ellis has had a brilliant race. He's up 6 positions in fifth. Manuel Huen in 6th. Marco Argiacono in 7th. Martin Blaise in 8th. Michael Colombo, the pole sitter, in 9th, down 8 positions, and Ben Gregory in 10th. Leading the GT3 German category, it is Nathan Schartner up 4 positions from his starting spot. Timo Urvanen in 2nd. Kimmo Suominen in 3rd, Marco Abati in 4th, Hayden Burns 5th, Juan Marin 6th, 7th Canna Bassel, 8th Thomas Tatari, 9th Doman Ganter, and 10th is Juan Iglesias. And in the rough C-Spec category, it's Manuel Sanchez leading that category, of Antti Salminen in 2nd, Timo Escola in 3rd.
Evenen's coming. Evenen's coming. Schartner's got to defend. He's got so much more speed on the straight. Sorry, Adam, to cut you off.
Yeah, it's fine. I think we gave you a rough idea of what was going on.
GT3 lead under threat again.
About 3.5 laps to go here.
These two starting to just maybe feel the maybe not tiredness, Alex, but just as the race wears on, you do lose that concentration possibly that you had at the very start.
Yeah, Kimo's hoping and praying that these guys really start to go at it just a little bit more. He's only 4.6 seconds back. He's not out of it. They've only got to have 1 or 2 corners where they're, side by side, and you know how quickly that's a second and a half lost. If you just rub each other the wrong way as well, it could be 2.5, 3 seconds, and he's back into it as well. So hoping and praying right now in that crash helmet of his. Sim rig at home anyway.
Unless he does use we don't know whether he uses the crash helmet on.
Sorry,
change for position. Marco Argiacono. Yeah, some good battles appearing here in the final stages of the race. Manuel Hearn's just lost out a position. Marco is through.
Take a look at that back.
That was, I think, just onto the run into the final section of the boot. He was alongside and went up the inside, Yeah,
he got a fantastic run, didn't he, out of the toe. And just placed his car at the inside nicely. On the brakes, perfect.
Salminen is ahead of Escola in the rough C-Spec category, and that gap's been pretty constant for most of this race, but it just doesn't look like they can really do anything about one another. Emmanuel Sanchez is about 5 seconds up the road, so
GT3 leads.
It's a close fight.
Timo Ivanen's just done a move around the outside, a move that almost matches the quality of Nathan Schartner's a lap or so ago, and the lead changes hands again. So Irvinen back to the lead with just a few laps to go.
This is a great battle, fantastic battle in fact, between teammates in GT3.
On a replay as well, guys, just so that we can get a look at the run that he's got. That slipstream in full effect. Cuts to the outside, alongside into the braking, late on the brakes. I think Nathan was pretty fair there as well. Saw his teammate come in, didn't want to risk too wide.
Schartner's very close again. He might have a go into the toe of the boot here. No, he doesn't. Pull out of the slipstream. He's wanting to set Evening up. Oh, and a little twitch. Evening looking good in this middle sector. It's almost like he got a wake-up call, Alex, when Schartner went round the outside. There can't be long left now. Must be entering. If this isn't, it's probably the next lap that will be the last one.
2 minutes left, around about estimated 2 laps left.
Yeah,
one after
depending
that,
on the leaders are, I suppose, really, more than anything. So, where is, right now? You're right, this will probably, there's this one and one more, I think, was what we'll have.
The Marcheno then, he's led most of it, really, hasn't he?
Surely, Schartner, look at he's 1/10 of a second back, going up through the S's. Going to be a repeat. He's going to try and go for the inside. There's slow traffic ahead. Oh, and he has to get out of it. He'll be so annoyed.
Down the inside, both of them just flying into the bus stop chicane. Can't help but feeling, Alex, that if that was the maybe the full length straight, he might have taken the slipstream of that rough and done something with it, but unable to. Just run out of road.
Yeah, exactly. It would have definitely been a 3-wide situation going past that back marker. Looked good. I'm thinking, Hakkinen style, one on one side, one on the other. But yeah, it wasn't to be, unfortunately. Robbed.
Read my mind on that occasion. Poor old Ricardo Zontero must have flashbacks every day as Shartner then twitching as they go down the back straight. Even and I think he might just have enough at the moment. Great battle. It's the closest battle we've got actually out on the track, full stop. And it is for the lead of the GT3 category, Salmon and the Scholar.
A little wide for Timo. Opens the door just a fraction, but
they've got Marco Arcidiacono coming through as well. So that's just yet more factors to add into the mix.
So close to the wall on the exit.
Do we get the white flag this time?
Well, I certainly will. Where's Mark, our leader?
Evenen's got damage on the front of his Mercedes as well.
White flag is out. Our leader is in the boot section right now. So just one more lap for the GT3 drivers to sort this out. Bragging on us within the team.
We need to see, as it's just a couple of corners left for Simone Marcheno. He's driven dominantly here in the Daytona prototype. And serenely on to victory. Just a couple of corners to go here for him. He should get the checkered flag here. Around the final corner he goes. He pulls to the inside to celebrate. And Simone Marcheno takes victory in the IMSA Sportscar Championship. We've still got the GT3 battle to resolve itself here.
Yeah, coming across the line first though will be our C-Spec winner as well. Manuel Sanchez, here he comes to take first in class. Great race from him, led from the start and just pulled away really. Didn't look back at all.
All the way through for Sanchez, brilliant.
All
Even
about this GT battle now though.
3 corners left, Adam, for these two.
See what happens then up to the top of the boot section, back onto the NASCAR Cup Series layout. It's going to have to be either a lunge, or have to be a lunge into the final corner here for Nathan Shartner, but surely as they're both teammates, he doesn't want to do that and scupper both their chances of a good result. Look at the commitment there through the penultimate corner, through the final 90-degree right-hander we go. So close to the wall on the exit still. They're still racing right to the end. It's going to be the GT3 German win for Timo Irvinen, second Nathan Shartner.
And you can see in the background, Kimmo Suominen is the third man on the podium.
Oh, Michael Colombo, I think, has made a mistake on the final lap. He's got a ton of damage to his Daytona prototype. And, that is it.
Sven Kamertz is locked up as well at after the finish line. Colombo.
He had a crash through the the penultimate corner on the boot section, lost control of the car, hit the wall, and lost the position to Martin Blaise in the end.
Oh, he scared the life out of Sven Kamertz as well. Yeah, the back end just went around, smash into the wall. Big damage on the back, on the right-hand side. Did well to finish the race, but I think it was a struggle for Colombo. Did lose a position to Martin Blaise. Canadian going through, taking advantage of the mistake by the American.
And it just ended badly there for the pole sitter. And yeah, that is everyone finished. So we'll take you through the finishing order then of the...
Started badly, Adam, and ended badly.
Yeah.
Not what he wants.
Running through the finishing order then from the first race of the IMSA Sportscar Series. Simone Marcheno then takes the win, 4.7 seconds in the end ahead of his teammate Carlo Labate, with Dirk Reinhardt getting third in the end. A good race from him after starting in 6th. David Weiss gets 4th. 5th for Alex Ellis after starting 11th. He's had a bit of contact as well during that race, so a good job from him. 6th for Marco Argiadiacono after making an early pit stop. Manuel Hearn in 7th. Martin Blaise in 8th in the end, getting that position ahead of Michael Colombo on the final lap of the race. And Ben Gregory with 2 visits to the pits. Just 1 visit to the pits, finishes in 10th position. Worth mentioning, yeah, Michael Colombo was in the pits twice during that race. Not a good race for him at all. Results in the GT3 German category then. Timo Irvinen takes the win there. Nathan Schartner finishes in second place. In the end, there was just 0.4 of a second between them. Kimmo Swimminen finishes in third. Fourth for Marco Abati. Fifth for Hayden Burns, with Juan Marine in sixth, easy for me to say. Carl Janssen, by the way, is in and amongst those GT3 guys, but of course he is a Daytona prototype. Cannabasol finishes in seventh in the GT3 German category. Eighth for Thomas Tatari. Ninth for Damon Gantar. 10th, Juan Iglesias. And 11th for Robert Podgorny. And then in the rough C-Spec class, it's a victory for Manuel Sanchez, with Antti Salminen in second. Timo Escola finishing in third. Krista de Ridder in fourth. Nikolai Karotin in fifth. Sixth for George Gruber. Van Kamertz in seventh. And Guy Giard finishing in eighth place.
And the only retirement was Jake Robson. That was on the first lap. So, boys, we've done a race where only one person retired in a multi-class race as well.
Pretty impressive.
And, that is pretty impressive for our first ever running of the iRacing IMSA Sportscar Championship. Alex, any closing thoughts from yourself from Watkins Glen here?
No, not really. Just thoroughly enjoyed the race. I look forward to next week. Got a few things to fix on the overlay. We'll try and get them sorted out. This, like I say, this is just our old one that we're just sort of jerry-rigging until we get the new one finished. So I don't want to spend too much time on that, as you can imagine. Just having a quick look at the schedule to see where we are, and of course, in typical iRacing fashion, the schedule doesn't want to come up.
I will quickly tell you now. But whilst I quickly load it up,
here it is. It's a Suzuka, another favourite of mine.
Also, we've got plenty of Suzuka to look forward to on Apex Racing TV this week. We get the BSRTC heads there on Thursday night for another 4 races. The showdown begins. Finally, we've got a few weeks left of the series. We'll find out who's going to be taking away a share of $20,000 there at Suzuka on Thursday night. And then, of course, Saturday, we've got the Sim Racers Asia GT3 series, which will be racing that weekend. And, of course, the BSR MSA Kia World Series Saturday night. And then the second race meeting of the IMSA Sportscar Series on Sunday, along with the Grand Prix Series. And to end the evening, the Club Series will be back as well.
There we go. So, full menu of action here on Apex Racing TV. And we'll see you next time then. From Andrew Woodhouse, Adam Bath, and Alex Simpson, thank you for watching. It's been a great victory for Marceno here tonight.